Hey guys, before this video starts, I just want to point out that I did make a cord for all y'all like a week ago, so go drop by. I'll be hanging around there and possibly doing a real giveaway. That's all. Link in the description. Hey YouTube, it's your boy Mizu. I just happened to figure out that Peroxide may be looking at a 50-50 here. And what I mean by a 50-50 is half the game will be Bleach orientated and half will be random anime shows packed into the game. And the shows primarily being Jujutsu Kaisen due to their cool abilities that actually resemble fullbringer abilities fairly well, and some LOR action obviously. Now, I know that other shows also have been confirmed to be part of the fullbringer abilities, but I'm saying majority wise, and in today's video I'll show y'all exactly how I know. Now, as always, before making this video, I discussed this info with the active members of the game, as well as the mods, and the content creators such as myself to solidify my point of view. I've also made time segments for today's video, the first part being the background and basics, the second part being why Peroxide chose Jujutsu Kaisen, and obviously a little bit of LOR, to be fullbring abilities, and lastly, I'll cap off with a nice outro as usual. So now without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Now anyways, we all know that Fullbringers will be releasing December 9th. It has been leaked, and if not, it'll be around that time. In terms of actual Fullbringers, there will also be plenty of ways for people to make distinctions between Fullbringers and other races, such as the Green Flash Step, obviously the Dark Suits, and as well as the Watch that has been featured in not only the visual sneaks, but also Fullbringer relics, where it basically does go into detail on how Fullbringers are able to muster up some really cool abilities from the Watch. Now, when it comes down to the actual rationale, the reason why I say majority of the Fullbringers will be from Jujutsu Kaisen and not LOR and other shows is one, because we already got 3 upcoming leaked abilities and characters that'll be featured as the Fullbring abilities. One of them being my boy Toji, meaning that we will have an enhanced human ability type Fullbring, an ability that will probably heighten all of our stats and boost them, kind of like the Zaraki and Yamamoto clan, but Fullbring. And will probably give us a lot more perks than the 2 clans since it's a whole separate ability. Then we obviously got Geto. Now Geto's an interesting character, and I'm actually really curious how Proxy is gonna create Geto as a Fullbring, because here's the deal. We all know that Geto's ability is to absorb and control natural curses, and obviously use them for combat. So my take on this whole thing is that Geto will be able to absorb Ryotsu type moves, and it will probably make sense because there are a lot more spirit build players in the game, meaning that players with Geto's ability will have a nice leverage over majority of the Peroxide players. But I'm still curious how Peroxide is going to manage to make that. But then lastly, we obviously got one leak that's kind of been hidden and not discussed much, and that's the Divergent Fist. Basically, somewhere around a month ago, Alok's Word asked FusionNet to help him fix Divergent Fist. FusionNet replying to the whole message, clarifying what Alok's Word wanted. Later that month, a community manager did mention that the Divergent Fist was real and that it will be coming with the Fullbringer update, which would make a lot of sense since the Divergent Fist could be the Peroxide remake of Chad's Fullbring. Since, if some of y'all didn't know, Chad is actually a Fullbringer alongside Orihime, which actually makes a lot of sense since they're basic humans who awaken their power not with the help of a Soul Reaper but by themselves. They are very similar to the way any Fullbringer unlocked theirs. And now, I know it's only 3 moves, 3 leaks, but keep in mind that Jujutsu Kaisen abilities are one of the only shows where the abilities resemble Fullbrings, 2 is trending, and 3 just looks cool altogether. I mean, realistically, what other shows could they use as Fullbringers? Or base Fullbringers off of? Obviously not Dragon Ball, not Attack on Titan, and One Piece, nah. 7 Deadly Sins, maybe. Also, well, I mean, actually, but at the end of the day, the devs already decided and leaked a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen abilities, so we can expect them to come out with much more in the coming months as compared to the 7 Deadly Sins. Also, Jujutsu Kaisen is a bit more popular than the 7 Deadly Sins right now, and realistically, Jujutsu Kaisen abilities still resemble Fullbring a lot better than 7 Deadly Sins, when you really think about it. But aside from that, I hope this cleared up some of the questions y'all had for the future of Fullbringers. Yes, guys, Fullbringers will be based primarily off of one show. Obviously, certain abilities can come from others once in a while, but Peroxide has found their main source of ideas basically to be Jujutsu Kaisen. Aside from that, like, sub, all the proper things, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.